Now, don't forget, you've got to pack your... Oh, hello, my little poppets. Well, I was just having a chat to Stinky because Stinky's going away on his very first sleepover, aren't you, Stinky? Yes, you are. And he's a little bit worried about it because he's never stayed away from home before. He's been on holiday and he's quite used to that. He's quite a well-travelled mouse, actually, but staying at someone's house, he's a little bit nervous about doing that. But Stinky, you'll have lots of fun, dear. It's wonderful having a sleepover. You'll be all right then? Yes, we've got to make sure you pack your toothbrush and a sleeping bag because I think they're going to be roasting some marshmallows and having some popcorn and watching some movies. So it sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Well, speaking about things that we tend to worry about, today's story is, and thank you, Stinky dear, it's called Silly Billy. Silly Billy. Well, this looks like a new one, Stinky, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Well, Stinky, my friend, we'll pop you down here so you can have a listen to the story. Actually, I might just hold you there. You like that, don't you? You can snuggle in there with me. And this one's called Silly Billy. And it's a lovely one. I like all the bright colours there on the cover. Silly Billy. And here we go, my little poppets. Billy used to be a bit of a worrier. He used to worry. He worries about things, Billy does. And there he is there with his hands in his pockets. I wonder what he's worried about. He worried about many things. Billy worried about hats. Oh, he worried about hats, Stinky. And there's poor old Billy there in bed and he's worrying about lots of things. He even worries about hats. What a peculiar thing to worry about, my little poppets. Hats. Oh, and there's an awful lot of hats there. I love hats. Oh, they're wonderful. He worried about shoes. Billy worried about clouds. Oh my Lord, he worries about clouds and shoes. What an odd thing to worry about. I wonder why he worries about them. Oh, he doesn't like shoes by the look of it. And rain. Billy even worried about giant birds. Oh, well, I don't like the look of that bird. It looks like a pterodactyl there, doesn't it? Oh, doesn't look very nice, that one. Ugh. He's got so much rain in his bedroom there, it's turned into a sea. His dad tried to help. Don't worry, lad, he said. None of those things could happen. It's just your imagination. And it's true, isn't it, my little poppet? Sometimes we get so carried away and our imagination runs wild. We think about all sorts of things. His mum tried too. Don't worry, love, she said. We won't let anything hurt you. And that's true. Mum and Dad are there to protect you and to keep you safe so you don't have to worry. We all worry sometimes, even I do. But still Billy worried. One night he had to stay with his grandma, but Billy couldn't sleep. He was too worried. He always worried about staying at other people's houses, a bit like you, Stinky, hey? Worried about the sleepover. Poor old Stinky. Billy felt a bit silly, but at last he got up and went to tell his grandma. Well, I think that's a very good idea, a jolly good idea. I think if he's feeling very worried, he should go and have a talk to Grandma about it. And then he might feel better, perhaps. Poor old Billy. Well, fancy that, love, she said. You're not silly. When I was your age, I used to worry like that. I've got just the thing for you. She went into her room and came out holding something. These are worry dolls, she explained. Just tell each of them one of your worries and put them under your pillow. They'll do all the worrying for you while you sleep. Well, what a marvellous idea. Worry dolls, and there they all are. You put them under your pillow. Well, perhaps I should make a worry doll for Stinky. Maybe I should. Billy told all his worries to the worry dolls. He slept like a log. The next morning, Billy went home. That night again, he told all his worries to the dolls. He slept like a stone. The next night, Billy slept well, and the night after that. Well, he certainly does look as though he's sleeping well, doesn't he? He looks very peaceful there, tucked up tight in bed, all cosy. Worry dolls. But the night after that, Billy started to worry. He couldn't stop thinking about all the dolls, all those worries he'd given them. They must be so worried it didn't seem fair. So now he's worrying about the worry dolls. Oh, poor old Billy doesn't seem to get a break, does he? He's always worrying about things. Oh dear. And we've got Colin. Oh, I do like that name, Colin. Polly, Lizzie, Mary, Sammy and Teddy. Oh, they don't look very happy, those worry dolls. The next day, Billy had an idea. He spent all day working at the kitchen table. It was difficult work, and at first he made lots of mistakes and had to start again many times. And that's all right, my little poppets, because sometimes when we're trying something new, we do make mistakes, but that's all right, as long as you keep trying and you stick at it. And I think that's what Billy's doing. But finally, Billy produced something very special. And there he is, my little poppets, working away there. He looks as though he's been working very hard indeed. I wonder what he's been doing. Lots of wool and scraps of fabric on the table. No, he couldn't do that on my table. It's covered in all sorts of things. Some worry dolls for the worry dolls. That night, everyone slept well. Billy and all the worry dolls. Well, he's made a truckload of worry dolls there. So many, look at them all. Oh, lots and lots of worry dolls. And we've got some names here. I don't think I can read them all, but I can read some. There's Tommy and Annie and Billy and Johnny. We've got a Jerry and a Meg, an Anna and a Peter. We've got an Elvis. Oh, there's one called Elvis. Oh, there's even one called Harry and Ian. Well, and that night he slept very well, Billy and all the worry dolls. Oh, and look at him. There he is. One last look there. All tucked up in bed. He looks very peaceful. I think he's feeling much better. Oh. And after that, Billy didn't worry very much at all. And neither did his friends. Billy made worry dolls for all of them. And there he is with his hands in his pockets walking along. He seems very pleased with himself and he's stopped worrying about things. The end! And that was called Silly Billy. What a wonderful book. A short book, but a very good one, I think. Well, I think we'll have a bit of a chat to Stinky. Oh, Stinky, did you enjoy that book, dear? You did? Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed that one. And you know what, Stinky? I think it's a good one because you know what? Little poppets and little mouselings like yourself, oh, you cheeky fellow, you do tend to worry a bit, don't you? Yes, but as it says in the book, you don't need to worry about things. You don't need to worry about hats or clouds or any of those things because that's silly, isn't it? What? That's what the book's called? Silly Billy? Yes, it is, isn't it? Well, from Stinky and myself, I hope you enjoyed the story today on Story Time. And until next time,